Good morning, people. Top of the morning. I hope you're doing well on this marvelous Friday. Okay, so today this video is very important. You new and future Lyft drivers need to pay attention to this video. I mean, pay close attention. It's going to help you as you begin your driving on a Lyft platform. Okay, today this video is about don't let them leave their bags and things in your car. Now, this is where I'm getting at. When you begin driving on the Lyft platform, you're going to notice that a lot of time when you pick up passengers, there's uh it's a two-way trip. Okay, this trip has a stop. Okay, so when you pick them up, you're going to take them to the first destination. The app is going to direct the map is going to direct you to the first stop. Okay, when you get to that first stop, you hit at the first stop. There's going to be a 5-minute timer attached to that trip. This is what a lot of riders will do. So let's say that stop is to a grocery store. That stop is to a grocery store. So you pull up, you drop them off, you hit at the first stop. The 5-minute timer begins to tick. But when you look in the back, they done left their bag and another bag and maybe some things that they had with them when they got in the car. So the 5-minute timer is ticking and ticking and ticking down. You get to where the 5-minute timer is no longer active. They still in the store. Now sometimes they'll call you, hey, I'm in line right now, I'm coming right out. That's not your concern. They know that they have a 5-minute timer on that trip. Okay? But if their bags or their things is in the car while they're in the store, then that means you got to get out the car, grab their things, and carry them to them in the store. That's too much. Okay? This is why I tell you do not allow anyone to leave their things in the car on a multiple trip ride. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you see somebody with a book bag, hey, tell them, say, excuse me, hey, take that with you. Oh, well, it was kind of heavy. I didn't want to say, nah, well, I don't allow no one to leave bags and things in the vehicle. Just take it in the store with you. Okay? Let them do it. So when that 5-minute timer expires and they're not out there outside of that store or wherever you took them to, automatically the app is going to direct you to cancel the trip because you're going to get paid and proceed to the next trip. Okay? If you allow these people, if you allow these riders to leave their things in your car while you take them to the first stop, you're going to be sitting around for 20 and 30 minutes waiting on them to come out from wherever it is that you took them to. Listen, these riders don't care nothing about the drivers. They feel like because they paid for 2 trips that you supposed to wait for them for as long as as needed. It don't work that way, people. You drivers that feel the need to be sympathetic and want to do favors, man, you're going to stay in the hole. But if that's the way you feel like you want to drive, then so be it. But that shit is gonna come with a lot of problems, a lot of headaches. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna be sitting around waiting on people for 15 and 20 minutes while their bags is in the car. You understand what I'm saying? While you wait on them to come out the store. That's 15, 20 minutes you done lost. You understand what I'm saying? Being held up by them. The riders know what they're doing. They will do anything they can to get by on the drivers. You can't allow this, people. So you new and future Lyft drivers, you're going to run into this on a constant basis. There's going to be a lot of times where you're going to be picking up girls, women, or individuals with multiple trips to and from. They're going to have baby seats with them because the child that they're going to pick up is probably an elementary or a daycare. So you give them a ride to the first stop, and let's say it's an elementary school. The kid might be about 5 or 6 years old. Okay, what they're going to do, they're going to get in the car. Sometimes the girls will buckle the car seats in the car, right? And say, okay, and when you get to the destination at the school, they run in and go get the child. A lot of times, it takes those girls more than 5 minutes to get those kids out of that school. You done let her buckle that seat down in the car already. And so what do you do then? Sit there and wait 15, 20 minutes for her to come out with the child and get in the car and say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take that long. No, 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 man. This is business. This is nothing personal. When they get in the car with them car seats and you know they're going to the first stop, and you see them buckle them, say, yeah, you don't, please don't buckle that down until you have retrieved your child. When you get to the school and you pull up at the school or the daycare, ask them to take the seat with them until they come back. Oh, this is too heavy. This seat is too heavy. Uh, uh, I don't have to do all that. Said, man, with all due respect, just sit the seat out there on the side of the street. I mean, on the curb. But I can't have you leave the seat in the car. You know what I'm saying? Now, this might sound a little rough, but why I'm telling you this is because sometimes some of those girls will go in that school or daycare, and the people need to talk to them about the children, things that's going on with the children. You only got 5 minutes. That's a 5 minute. It's a 5 minute window attached to that trip. The moment you arrive at the first stop, that 5 minutes start ticking. If you let her buckle that seat down in that car, okay, and 15 minutes later, she still ain't out there, you lost. You are lost. Okay, then when she come outside, she gonna be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. The teacher had to talk to me. I apologize." That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're to blame for it because if they come in there with a car seat and you see them buckling down, say, "Yes, ma'am, sir. Can you not please buckle that car seat down at the moment? Buckle it down when the child gets in the seat." That's that. Either they like it or they don't. You know what I'm saying? When you get to the school or the daycare or whatever, and they get ready to get out of the car, say, "Can you take the seat with you?" Oh, well, this is too heavy. They said, "Ma'am, listen, I don't allow people to leave things in the car when they're getting out of the car on a stop. It's just business. It's nothing personal. They get mad all they want. But the moral of the story is when that 5 minutes run out and that app directs you to cancel and proceed, you still going to get paid, you move. You go. You go. These riders that book these trips, they know what they're doing. Look, as drivers, we have everything against us. And you don't have to be nasty or angry, but this is business. It ain't nothing personal. When you go in Walmart and you grab something off the shelf and you take it to the counter and it costs $17 and you only got 13. You get up there to that counter telling them, yes, I only have 13 because um I had to put $4 worth of gas in my car and this is all the money that I have and I really need this. You know what the people gonna tell you? We can't help you. You need to take that back to the we can't give you this for $13. This is a $17 product. And they're telling you this. They're telling you this because this is business, nothing personal. So as a driver, you're supposed to run you're supposed to run your daily operations as the business that they made you when they made you an independent contractor. If you start doing favors, you're gonna find yourself with more headaches than a little bit. It just it doesn't make sense. If they have bags with them or things with them, and you get to the first stop, you tell them, yes, ma'am, or sir, take your bags with you, take your book bag with you, take your car seat with you. Yes, I don't allow anyone to leave things in the car on the first stop. I don't allow anyone to leave things in the car, period. Oh, well, that's kind of heavy. No, I don't allow people to leave things in the car. Take it with you. So that way, that when the 5 minutes is up, you can hit cancel, get your pay, proceed to the next trip. It's just business, it's nothing personal. That's all it is. You cannot allow these riders to take advantage of the drivers. Listen, we're already being bamboozled and taken complete advantage of by Lyft. That should be enough right there. Then you got to turn around and you got to deal with the bullshit from these sneaky ass passengers, riders. Nah, eliminate that shit immediately. It's not worth it. New and future Lyft drivers, do not allow anyone to leave bags in your car on a multiple trip ride. Okay? It's not going to benefit you. The moment you pick them up and you get to the first stop, if they have a book bag, laptop, a box, whatever with them, you tell them, you say, yes, excuse me, can you take that with you? Oh, well, it's so heavy. No, ma'am, I'm sorry, sir, I'm sorry. But I don't allow anyone to leave things in the vehicle. Take it with you. Okay? You don't have to go back and forth with them or any of that. Just tell them, take it with you. If they don't want to take the stuff with them and they don't want to abide by the rules of the vehicle, now you're going to lose on that trip. Or what you do is if they go in their place anyway and leave their stuff in the car, you get out the car, you take their stuff, and you set it on the curb. You cancel the trip, and you go on about your business. Is what it is. You ask them nicely to take the stuff out of the car. It's not your responsibility to babysit nobody's things. It's not. You're going to wind up being sitting there 10 and 20 and 10 and 15 and 20 and maybe even 30 minutes because you allowed somebody to leave things in the car on the first stop. People, that's not good. So you know, future Lyft drivers, you need to pay attention to this video because it's going to help you. Hey, I would like to say that I fully support striking and protesting efforts of Lyft and Uber drivers and gig workers from city to city and state to state. I fully commend you all for you all's unselfish approach to fight for change. Hey, even if we don't get any change, I stand with you 100%. I would like to say that I support the strike and protesting efforts of Lyft and Uber drivers on 2/14/2024. I would like to ask fellow drivers and riders to also support us. Only way we're gonna get change, we got to band together. Okay? Now, find somebody to love today. Even if you can't stand the sight of them. Make you feel better. I love you and I hope you love me back. I hope the differences in our opinion doesn't change the love that we have for one another. Hey, even if you stop loving me, I still love you. Until my next video, let's get this bread, baby.